back with more Lost Judgment. And this time, I'm actually gonna do the school stories, because I haven't really done that at all. I really need to do those, because there is just so much content that's locked behind the school stories. So many mini games and stuff. Also, the fourth fighting style, which is DLC, it was leaked. It was leaked on Xbox. I'm not sure if just information about it was leaked or if the style itself was leaked. Like, you can get it. I think you can actually get it on Xbox, but the fourth style is a boxer style that you get through the boxing minigame. Let me see if I can actually... I don't remember if the Digital Deluxe version has the fourth DLC style with it, because there's another, like, more expensive edition above the deluxe, the Digital Deluxe that had, like, more stuff. Oh my god, does anyone else find that the PS Store only loads like 50% of the time? Doesn't matter what time of the day I access it. There's nothing wrong with my internet. The store just refuses to load like 50% of the time I try to access it. Whatever, we do that right now. I want to do school stories. So I can do the skateboarding and the boxing and the robotics club, which I hear is actually kind of a shit minigame, but that's fine. Oh, let's get a little item boost thing. First I'll fight these guys. I'll let them hit me a little bit so I can eat more food. Oh, don't do that to me. Oh, that was so not cool. I'm barely scared, dude. I love that one, it's so cool. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, it's the restaurant in the building I was just at. Okay. Yeah, that'll be fine, I think. I know there's still a whole bunch of squirrel pictures I need to find. I'm just hoping I'll kind of run into them as I do the school stories, since, you know, I'm pretty sure, I know some of the school stories, you do stuff off campus, so... Actually, this whole area here, there might be squirrel drawings. So I haven't seen any in this area on the map, so I mean, there might be some over here. I almost feel like they're harder to find in Ijincho because since the city is so much bigger and the roads are so much wider, you just want to ride the skateboard around like way more, and then because you're going so fast, you probably end up missing a lot of them. Like in this wide open area like this where there isn't really anything, you just want to skateboard through the whole thing. This, watch. Oh, what? Why'd you get out the skateboard guy to me? Whatever. This one has a gun. Fuck you, man. Oh, shit. shouldn't have done that. I'll take your stupid gun, asshole. I'll throw you in the fucking car. Did that? Well, apparently it didn't kill him. I mean, he died, but I don't think it was from the car. That didn't get into the car, but I don't know if it made him die from it. Nice thermite some more food. Let me see. So which is the car one? I don't think I got the car one. What's it? I always forget what it's called. That. I could have sworn. Whatever. That's what I want to show off. When you have the hoverboard and you go through a puddle, it looks so cool. I know I've shown that off before in streams, but I always like to mention it because I think it looks cool. Can I even do school stories if it's nighttime? I probably can't now that I think about it. Let's see. Apparently I can still do stuff. Yeah, according to this, I can keep doing this even though it's nighttime. Let's go then. Oh, there was something I wanted to look at in the school. I kept forgetting. Let me see if... let's see. I need to go upstairs. I think it's on the 4th floor. It might be on the other floors, too. I love the lighting. The lighting in this game is so fucking good. Where is it? Where's this thing that I'm looking for? I know it's near a window. Ah, here! Is this? Yeah, I kept seeing this in Froob's stream. Escape chute. So this is not something that I've ever seen in the US, and Froob is from the UK, and he was also confused by this, so I guess I don't have it in the UK either. Something I noticed on his stream, though, is the instructions are also in English. I couldn't really read them. I still can't really read them. Damn it. I mean, I'm sure this is like a real object they have in Japan. It's in English, but I can't read it. It's too small. Open the thing up. It's so interesting. I guess they have this instead of a fire escape? I guess? Yeah, this is completely mystifying to me. We do not have this in the US or the UK, apparently. I guess it works, because they have it. Alright, let's now go to do the dancing. So I can't do any more of this right now. Is it because it's nighttime or because I need to do the dance thing first? Let's see. Oh, she's here.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san? What are you up to? What are you up to? You're just sitting here all by yourself. You're not even doing anything. Where are these cards? Is that some card game, I guess? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay. It's time to go dancing. I mean, School of Stories is almost like a whole nother game in itself, or like a whole nother campaign. It basically is. So if I were to stop playing Lost Judgment and not complete the School of Stories, that'd just be like a huge chunk of the game that I just didn't do. Alright, let's go. Ah, cutscene.
Oh.
Well, look who it is. Yagami-san, thank you for convincing Maika to come back. Yeah, thanks for the other day. I'm just glad to see such a great dancer back where they belong. I know, right? Now you might have a real shot at the regionals. We're gonna zing them right out of their seats. We'll sing them, huh? Well, I'll do everything I can to help the rabbits, that's for sure. Alright, sweet. Is that other girl gonna come back to school, I wonder? Alright, that's a wrap for today. Great job, everyone. Great job.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, could you come here for a second?
Hmm?
What's up? Please, just come with me. You have to see this. Oh?
What?
What? Hey.
Nah.
Takanashi-san, what's going on? My friend said she saw her around here somewhere. Oh, there. That's right, she was joining the MRC.
Hmm?
Is that Itakura? What's she doing? What? Kotoko, you actually came to school.
Nah.
On your way to the MRC?
Yeah.
No, not really. Aw, don't be shy, come on. Oh, wait, Just come on, Amasawa-senpai would be delighted to see you. I like her, she's cool. Yagami-san,
Nani?
what is it? Got a problem? I can just leave if so. No, no problem at all. Welcome, Itakura-san. You're a member of the Mystery Research Club. Boy, how exclusive.
Itakura.
It's good to see you in school. I guess I can show up if I feel like it. Not that I hate mysteries or anything. Hey, this is quite the collection, Amasawa-senpai. I got all the famous ones at home. Should I bring those to the club sometime? I suppose getting to read all these for free is pretty cool.
Itokura-san.
Oh, and Itokura-san, would you like to work on a mystery fanzine with me? I'm in the middle of analyzing some of Car's novels. Car, huh? I heard a new translation just came out. We'll finally get to read a French version of the locker room lecture. Or a fresh version. Forget it. This turned out pretty well, then. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it said something there, but I missed it. Something about my leadership. Alright, cool. Can I do something here again, or do I have to go back to the dance club? I'm glad I don't have to wait for it to be morning.
Yagami-san.
Okay, I guess we're going back to the dance club then. Kinda wish these clubs were a little bit closer to each other. this? Probably useless. Yeah. What? You're messing with me, right? No, I'm serious. I saw him in the faculty room. He won't show his face here, though. Hey, what's going on?
八神さん
Our advisor, Kamikado-sensei, actually came to school today. The one I still haven't met all this time?
はい
Yeah, it's been a while since he helped out at the club. I'm sure he'll sneak off soon instead of coming here and lending us a hand. Oh, well, in that case, I should go meet him now. Oh, we got to actually meet him? Huh? What for? Well, I ain't involved with the dance club after all. What's he look like? Bushy hair, pale face. His shirts are always wrinkled. I think he's like 25 years old.
わかった。
That's not that old. Got it. If I spot him, I'll try to find out what his deal is. He's younger than I am. Where is he? Oh, second floor. Over here. Okay. Alright. Oh, there he is. What is this? Okay. Could this guy be the dance club advisor?
あの、
Excuse me, am I mistaken? Are you Kamikado-sensei? Hmm? And who are you? I'm Yagami, outside counselor for the MRC. I've sort of stepped in to help the dance club too recently. Ah, the chairman told me about you. It's so great that you're lending them a hand. So, what do you think of their routine?
え
They're really coming along. They've pretty much got the whole thing down pat. Heh, nice. You know, I'm the one who choreographed that routine. I've always been rather passionate about dance. Yeah, we kind of like changed the routine because it kind of sucked,
あ
actually.
の、
Is that so? Listen, I have to tell you, the rabbits seem a little lost without you. Is there any way you could step back in and help them out again? I'm afraid I'd have to say no.
え
Why's that? You probably wouldn't understand, but essentially, it's due to complications from a broken heart. Are you serious, dude?
は
Oh, that's why. My love was the most incredible dancer. Now that she's out of my life, I simply can't bear to witness the sight. So you see, I have no choice but to retire from the world of dance. I mean, would you want a teacher around who's constantly throwing up? Dude, grow the hell up. What is your problem? Right, I suppose not. Here, you can take this. Maybe it'll do you and the rabbit some good. Ooh. A dance manual? I certainly have no use for it anymore. Great, thanks. Well, that was a real swing and a miss. I learned a new move. I thought we were gonna have to, like, help that guy. But, no. That guy's beyond help, isn't he? Oh. Man, this school layout is so confusing. Come on, go in the door. Yagami-san! Any luck with Kamikado-sensei? Unfortunately, no. He said there's no way he can come back to the dance club. I knew it. I guess we're all on our own, huh? It'll be fine as long as you're with us, Yagami-san. You're so much more dependable than Kamikado-sensei. Right, everybody? Yeah, totally. I'd be lost without you, Yagami-san. You're helpful and kind, and you're why we got through the prelims. We can rely on you for anything. See? Everyone basically considers you our advisor already. Is that so? Well, I'll be sure to do whatever I can to help the rabbits. It's goodbye to No-Show Komikado. Do we get to do a new song? Perfect, everyone, perfect. That award will earn us a regionals trophy. Yeah. Today's the day, Yagami-san. The finals out of the Ichincho City-wide Dance Regionals. Yep, we really made it. Saya, have you seen it yet? The Norizuki video? Oh, yeah, that was really something. What's this about? Last night, someone uploaded a video of the Misaki High Dance Club's latest routine. It already has over 200,000 views. That many views? Basically overnight? Wow, sounds like one idol who's still got a loyal fan base. It's not just the idol thing. I've seen the video and their routine. It's phenomenal. It's like I was spellbound. Their form, their timing, everything was perfect. The music was actually unique. Even the solos were top-notch. We're going up against this? We're in trouble, aren't we? Come on, what's with the faces? Did you forget the rabbit's motto? Oh, right! Dance like nobody's watching. I get that Norizuki's dance team makes you nervous, but if you just go up there and enjoy yourselves like you do during practice, you get knocked in dead, got it? Yeah! Yagami-san, we'd appreciate it if you were there to support us. Will you let me know when you're ready to go? Oh, I'm ready. I am ready. Let's practice first. Because it's been a little while since I've done this. And I also want to change my EX moves. Yes. Let's change our outfit to something new. Oh my god, you look so fucking ridiculous. Alright, here's what I want to do. Any button press counts as a hit. That's been perfect. Yeah, it might seem lame, but I just want to go with all of these. That's why I mess up the most, is pressing the wrong button. Yeah, I'll do normal mode. Alright. Let's do it. Try not to totally mess this up. It's pretty decent. I still fucking mixed up X and triangle a couple times. It's that goddamn ramen game from Yakuza 5, where it has X and triangle switched around from this game. I don't know if I'll ever, like, get out of that. But yeah, I think that was pretty good, right? A? Yeah, sure. Song's at next level. I don't know if it already was or not, but... Alright. Yeah, I think I can do this. Ichincho Regionals, we're coming for you, woo! Alright, everybody, time to show them our stuff. Yeah! Oh, there she is.
Oh.
Oh, see it yet? Huh? See what? She just walks away. What was that about? She meant the video? Oh, okay, I see now. But why'd she come all this way just to ask me that? She doesn't have any reason to be here today. You're probably the whole reason that video got shared online. Clearly thinks you're her competition. I'd say she was just trying to get in your head. You think so? Why's your different outfit? Oh, right, because Yagumi's not the one that's actually doing this. Oh, that looks so cute! It looks so ugly on Yagami, but it looks so cute. Ah, it looks so cute on the girls. This has kind of a hip-hop sound to it, this song, so I think I want to give them... Yeah, I like the purple and orange. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is a big audience. Way more than at prelims. Don't get nervous, don't get nervous. Just don't get nervous. You guys almost look like pumpkins. Come on, cut it out. The more you focus on something, the more it'll just work yourselves up. Huh? Really? Yeah, you have to accept your nerves with every fiber of your being. My old dance instructor taught me that. And once we start, we're gonna forget the audience is even there. We'll be too busy killing it to notice them. What's our motto? Yeah, what she said. Right, if we enjoy ourselves, we've already won the day, so let's just enjoy being nervous in the moment. Everyone's all smiles now. That's why they call her the ace. She's the team's mood maker. Come on, rabbits, huddle up. Alright, here we go. He looks so serious. Alright, let's do this. yeah, I think that went pretty well, yeah? It dropped like one of my button inputs, but that's
Yosh.
it. The fucking face.
絶好調だ。
八神さん、
Alright.
見ててくれましたか？
Report current dance. Yeah, why the hell not? Okay. 2 misses. Okay. Combo 69. Nice. And now, the first place award for the best performance of the day. Top prize winners in this year's Ijincho Citywide Dance Regional is... Please, the Serio Rabbits! Yeah! It's her. She's pissed. Hey, you're a spy on the enemy, huh? Are you? Serio High's...
八神だ。
Or outside counselor, Yagami. So, what's your honest take on the Rabbit's performance today? Honestly, I was impressed. I knew their top dancer would make a difference. The rest of them, though, they got a long way to go. Really? Competition's that tough, huh? Their little dance like nobody's watching gimmick is a surprisingly dangerous one. Oh, you think so? I first noticed it as smaller me. I thought to myself, they may not be very good, but they sure do look like they love doing it.
なるほど。
That's a keen observation. I'll even tell you, I think it's their secret weapon.
八神さん、
Yagami-san, we did it! Oh. Nishizono-san, I see the Star Rabbits return to the stage. Don't you think you're leaning on her a bit hard? What do you mean? When you got a flower with too many weeds, the life gets choked out of it. Might as well dig up the whole bed and start over fresh.
ちょっと。
What? Who are you calling weeds? Grr. You've got some nerve. I guess Norizuki still feels confident enough to swing by and take her jabs at Nishizono. This battle is far from over. It's Amasawa. Yaki-san, I'm calling about the dancing bunny investigation. Oh, right. Any new progress today? Unfortunately, no. I'm keeping at it, though. Well, actually, I found something that could help you out. Could you stop by HQ when you get the chance? I mean, the MRC club room, hee. No problem. Ooh. This is something good.
Oh,
Idokura, you're here too.
まあね。
Yeah, coming here after school helps to save on utility bills at home. Hey, whatever gets you here.
天沢。
So, Amasawa, what did you want to talk about?
実は、
I have a little piece of rather unpleasant information. Oh, you do? Well, I found Nishizono-san's chatter account. Turns out her username is Dancing Bunny. Yeah, that's what I
なん
thought.
だって。
Really? Take a look for yourself.
なあ。
Are you sure this isn't just a coincidence? Believe me, I wish that were the case, but to be honest, we're looking at more than one coincidence here. Not only that, Nishizono-san has a motive. A Norizuki Yurie were forced to drop out of the competition due to injury, Nishizono-san would have Hiraki-kun all to herself. That is true, but is Nishizono really the type that asks someone to hurt somebody else? When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Idokura? Sherlock Holmes himself said that, didn't he? I don't believe a true detective shies away from the facts, Yagami-san. We don't have any concrete proof yet. Perhaps you're unaware, Yagami-san, but when it comes to teenagers, the worst ones usually make an effort to appear well-adjusted and reputable. I can take high schoolers at face value. Alright then, noted.
Amasawa.
Keep working with the rabbits. I'll let you know when I have a lead, Amasawa. Well, good luck to you then, detective.
Itokura.
You're an MRC member now. You can act like you're above this, but you're gonna join us on some real detective work one of these days. And what? Wanna try going undercover sometime? Why the hell would I wanna...
Yagami-san.
Speaking of going undercover, Yagami-san, there's another club I'd like you to investigate soon. Yes! I hope it's the boxing one. I'm still gathering information at the moment, though. I'll let you know once I'm ready for you. Sure thing. Alright, so what are we doing now? Nothing?
Yagami-san.
Okay. What do I do now, then? I guess there's nothing to do here. Investigate the professor. Condition, main school / story progress. Well, I've definitely done all of the main story. What am I supposed to do? I guess we'll find out. I can always just go to the dance club, I guess. Even though it doesn't say that there's anything to do there. I wonder if I need to leave the school. I guess I can try that, since I'm pretty close to the exit. Ah, here we go. Hey Yagami-san, I'm about to show that case to you, the one about another Seiryō club. Please be boxing. Could you stop by the clubroom whenever you're free? Can do. Please be boxing. This place really is a mess, huh? Yeah, it really is. It just figures it's the prissy stuck-up private school that has, like, the most fucked up kids, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see. Oh, Idokura, you're here too. So how's the MRC treating you? I'm tired of it. Tired of it? So soon? I mean, I read every single book in the clubroom. There's nothing else to do. You did? Already? She's quite a fast reader, ridiculously fast. I never knew you had any, Takura. Hey, Amasawa-senpai, if there aren't any mysteries, then the MFC has nothing to do. What's the point of even coming to school? Good, I guess I'll go buy some new books. Club's already low on funds this month, too.
天沢
So anyway, Amasawa, you want to talk to me about something, right? Is it related to the professor? Indeed! I want to discuss another possible criminal investigation. I'd like to ask you to go undercover again. Aw, fuck, it's the Robotics Club. This time at the Robotics Club. The Robotics Club, huh? This should be interesting. Apparently it's not. I've only heard negative things about this minigame, honestly. I wanted to do boxing. Didn't know Seiryo had a robotics club. Oh yes, a few years back, a handful of students established this club based on their one common interest, robots. Recently, they've even participated in robotics
そ
competitions.
れって
You mean that whole thing where they use robots to compete in soccer and other ball games like Tamire? What? I don't know what that is. That's right. Many different groups host them each year using their own variation of the rules. I thought the robots fight each other. The Seiryo Robotics Club Participants is a business-sponsored tournament called the RE Robo Rally. It's a huge event that invites technical college students, robotics clubs, and even teams of working adults to compete for a large cash prize. So some average high school clubs sign up for a tournament like that? That's like an uphill battle. Quite so. It's an uphill battle every year, I'm afraid. I hear they always lose in the preliminaries. High school robotics clubs typically have limited funding, not to mention they lack the proficiency that a college-age group would have. Despite their shortcomings, the Seiryo Robotics Club made a huge leap forward when one particular transfer student became the club's president. A second year named Okitagawa Domu. Okitagawa. Why does he have almost the exact same hairstyle as Amasawa? In the second trimester, Okitagawa-kun transferred over from a high school in another prefecture. He was a member of his previous school's robotic club as well. Before he transferred, he consistently received top marks in robot competitions. Then joining the ranks, the robotics club's streak of preliminary losses changed drastically. Kitagawa-kun's management and production abilities rival that of seasoned adults. The once feeble robotics club is practically transformed under his
なん
leadership.
だって
Transformed? Just as one example, the club had typically struggled with funding, but he waltzed in and secured the sponsorship from a shopping district. He even drafted schedules for the club, which were immaculate, and the club quickly saw an increase in efficiency and productivity in their work.
へ
A high school student did all that? Gotta say, that is pretty impressive.
えところで
So then, how are the robotics club and the professor related?
八神さん
Yagami-san, are you familiar with a string of robot-led thefts terrorizing the streets of Ichincho? No? Citizens of Ichincho will be out and about, and suddenly a robot will appear and snatch goods like expensive bags off them and then runs off.
いや
Pray this is the first time I'm hearing that one. Are robots really that sophisticated?
え
Absolutely. With its mechanical arm, it can firmly grasp onto things like bags and make a quick escape. Firmly grasp it. On top of that, it's highly maneuverable. It can fit into openings too narrow for a human to follow. Sounds like even more trouble than a flesh and blood thief. Most targeted items are expensive bags that contain large amounts of cash. Some bags are worth over 1 million yen. Talking damages that have now surpassed several million yen. So then, are you claiming the robot behind these incidents came from the Seiryo Robotics Club? Do you have any clue?
実は
Oh. As a matter of fact, I discovered this bolt along one of the robot's escape routes. They're the very same bolts used by the Seiryo Robotics Club.
え
Wait, what?
なあ
You're positive the Seiryo Robotics Club is using these bolts?
Hi.
Yes, 100%. They were originally custom made by a factory in Ichincho, but went under and lost its client. That's when the Seiryo High Robotics Club bought them in bulk for a low price.
なるほど
Makes sense. I can see why you'd suspect them. Additionally, rumor has it the stolen goods are being used as a source of funding for criminals.
なあなあ
Well, it would be tough to fence stolen goods through the usual channels.
ええ
Right, and I have just the ones in mind who would perform such nefarious deeds to get by. The Professor and the Neo Keihin gang.
真の名探偵ならば
Wait, MCR, we can't simply sit by and ignore this, can we?
天沢
Yeah, I heard you, or I hear you. I'll see if I can get in good graces with the Robotics Club. I'll need a
お願いします
reason. I'll greet them as an outside counselor. I've already received approval from the chairman. One step ahead, as always. Though I have to say, I'm surprised the chairman gave the thumbs up. To be honest, the advisor and the Robotics Club have never been on good terms, and the chairman is glad to have a mediator to keep an eye on them. So why they're at odds with each other, I have no idea. Interesting. In that case, maybe they'll just welcome me
で
in.
すが
Well, because of the dispute with their advisor, apparently the Robotics Club's members have a general distrust of adults.
察するに
As such, it's possible they may reject you as well, Yagami-san. Right, then. Sounds like earning their trust is gonna be tricky.
天沢
Amasawa, I'm on my way to the club room. Where can I find the Robotics Club? In the corner of the East Building's 4th floor. Alright. Well, I guess I better go show my face. I really want to do the boxing. Or the skateboard or something. Something that's actually fun. Alright, here we go. So this is the Robotics Club. Hmm?
どうも
Hi,
今
I'm
日から
Yagami.
外部指導員することになった八神だけど部長はいる
It's voice acted.
私が部長の沖手川ドームです。理事長から話を聞いています。
そっかそれじゃあ話が早いこれからよろしくな
What's that pose? A warm welcome, I see.
八神さんでしたっけ？一つお聞きしたいことが。
This music's really good.
ロボットに関しての知識は？
いや特にないけど
またこれだよ。
I
八
really
神さん
like this music.
理事長に頼まれたのでしょうが、我々としては外部指導員など必要としていません。
え
我々は我々だけでうまくやっていますので、部活に来ていただかなくて結構です。
Throwing me away right off the bat, huh? Well, this throws a wrench in things.
沖手川くんだっけ一応俺も仕事で来てるから必要ないって言われても困っちゃうんだよね邪魔はしないからさ時々見に来てもいいさすがに顔出さないでいると理事長に叱られるだろうし
まあ、邪魔をしないなら。
それじゃあ改めてよろしく
Everyone hates Yagami. Yeah, right, best of friends. There goes nothing. Better greet all the members.
Yagami だ
And it's not voice acting now. I'm Yagami. I was asked to act as your outside counselor starting today. It's nice to meet you. He totally ignored me. Excuse me, what's your name?
高森しよう。
Takamori Shion. I'm in charge of construction. And what would construction entail? Following the blueprints and building the robots. Oh, so you built them. Sounds fun. What kind of robot are you making now? Hey, I'm a little busy right now. You mind? My bad. Sorry for bugging you. I need to get back to work. I'm gonna have a tough time getting this bunch to open up. Hey there, nice to meet you. Oh, hello.
八神だ。
My name's Yagami. I'm an advisor at the Mystery Research Club. What's your name?
車崎哲郎です
My name's Kurumazaki Tetsuro. I'm a second year.
なあ。
Can I ask what you're making? Oh,
その
these are the blueprints. I'm responsible for the designs.
へえ。
Oh wow, that's pretty awesome. So, is what you're drawing up now for the robotics contest?
はい
That's right. This is incredible. You drew this? Yeah. Could he just be super shy? And who's this dude? Weird. Why isn't it moving? Hey there. Ah,
八神だ。
I'm Yagami. Nice to meet you. Who might you be?
1
Well,
年のさくらデントです
his voice is really high. I'm Sakura Dento, a first year. I'm the robot's lead programmer.
ところで、
Are you having some trouble there?
はい
Yeah, it's the robot. I just can't get it to move.
は
What do I do? I don't need another tongue lashing from the president. You look a little stressed
あ
out. Well, to be honest, I just recently started programming, except I don't have a proper senpai to teach me the ropes.
うーん。
I wish... Is Tsukumo gonna get involved? I wish I could help you out with that, but I'm not much of a programmer myself. Okay.
なあ。
Where are you up to? I'm laying out our current milestones and workflow progression using Agile.
ん
Huh? Like your agility? No, Agile. It's a cutting-edge project development method that's being adopted by all sorts of software designers.
は
Aha. Try to rephrase it in a more digestible way. Instead of blindly trying to build a complete model, it repeats trials, tests, and modifications to achieve the ideal form. Compared to the waterfall model of the past, you can have a much shorter development
あ。
cycle.
へえ。
Wow, sounds complicated. Well, you're not wrong. High school students have a difficult time wrapping their heads around development models of this level. It does require mastery and management, after all. Depending on our opponents for this competition, we'll need to have flexible spec changes, so that's why we're using this model.
実は
In fact, we're running a scrimmage with our prototype models later today. We'll examine the results to adjust our design principles for the future. He had a real standoffish vibe at first, but he's surprisingly friendly. Oh,
いいですか
Yagmi-san, you made us a promise, right? Didn't you say you wouldn't get in our way?
ああ。
Take it back. Everyone here's keeping their guard up. Pretty much night and day compared to the dance club. It's time.
Oh.
Something going on?
試合の時間です
The scrimmage. Oh, right. The thing you mentioned earlier. You gather data from these practice matches and make adjustments as necessary. Correct.
なあ。
Mind if I watch too?
ええ
Fine. Just as long as you don't get in our way. Of course. Consider me a fly on the wall. I get the sense they don't like me, but that's like almost everyone at this school. Oh, what the? This dedicated field is where the matches of the RE Robo Rally are held.
へえ。
Dang, looks professional. Where are these dudes? I'm Matsunaga from West Mitsuya High. Looking forward to the match today. I'm Okitagawa of Seirio. A pleasure.
マジかよ
What? Are you kidding?
高森
What's the matter, Takamori?
おいおい
Mizuzaki won't be coming.
何
What? What do you mean by that? He jammed his finger during track practice.
まずいな
I told him to focus his attention on the robotics club before the tournament.
なあ。
What's wrong?
実は
Misuzaki's this fellow on the track team who I asked to control the robot as our guest operator. So he jammed his finger and can't do it anymore. Can anyone else in the club operate it? I guess it's gonna be us, isn't it? Well, I mean... What? Me? No way! I suck! I'm famous for my butterfingers. The robots are radio controlled, so they're a bit unconventional. Mizuzaki isn't part of the club, but he had the experience, so I asked for his help. I see. Yagami doing Ichiban's, like, beard scratching animation, but Yagami doesn't have a beard. Fine, how about I do it? No, not Takamori. What? What hell not? That's your reason right there. You have a very short fuse. You can't afford you getting emotional in the middle of a match. It's not gonna happen. Radio controlled, huh? In that case...
Nah.
Mind if I be the operator? What? You, Yagami-san? I actually use a drone for my work pretty often. I know my way around radio controls. You've operated drones? How much experience do you have? About 5 years worth. Ah, lore! That means he got his drone like 2 years before the beginning of Judgment, which means that was 1 year into his detective work. Anyways, I like to think I can handle a more delicate situation like this too.
Oi.
No way, forget it. What are you even saying? Very well, Yagami-san. Please take over as our operator. What? Okitagawa, you son of a... The best course of action we can take for today is the optimal solution. Oh no. Why is this even an option? He isn't even in the club. It should be me. Like I said, process of elimination. Hey. So, like, this guy's a teacher, right? The RE Robo Rally permits adults participation as well. There shouldn't be an issue. I mean, yeah, but... Okitagawa, can you show me the controls? Yes, of course. Give us about 5 minutes, Matsunaga-san. Huh? Well, fine, I guess. Alright, let's see how this works. Divide into blue and red teams. Battle each other in a territory control game. Okay. You win if you fulfill the more territory than the opponents. So it's kind of like Splatoon, but like probably not really. I wish it was Splatoon, then it'd actually be fun. Regardless of the match type, you'll go, okay, place your initial position. Robots are destroyed, will be forced to return to their team's base, temporarily cannot return to a match, okay. Deuce. Now, Yagami-san, let me teach you how to control the robot. Thanks, I appreciate it. Due to technological advances, you can control every function using your smartphone. Oh wow, so it really is like the drone. I think I can work with this. In a match, I'll have the leading unit. You directly control Yagami-san. We'll be forming a team of 3 with 2 other AI-controlled units. Use the leading unit, okay. Okay. Oh, we can only move in a grid. I'll go back. I see. Whichever team knows most territory wins. Box will spots at locations. Move the robot over the box location. Okay. Please note, well, all units may control blocks. Any blocks acquired automatically transfer to the leading unit, okay? Okay. Adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. Okay. It seems like this could be interesting, but I definitely see how this could be, like, not fun to play at all. Blocks cannot be placed. Okay. Some blocks. Try to place them leaving as few gaps as possible. Okay. Now take enemy territory. Place the blocks adjacent to your team space or on territory. It's on okay. Focus all about territory. Okay. It looks like you go slower on enemy territory. So again, it's like Splatoon. Wait, what's happening? Oh. Oh, that's what you wanted me to do. Now I must fight. Okay. Also unleash attacks using weapons. There's a drill equipped. Try to attack the enemy by ramming into it. Okay. After return to bases. Now return to the game for a set period of time. Your guard up till match is over. Okay. Okay, I think I got the basic controls down. I may be able to pull this off yet. Right? Hey, can we get a move on?
ああ
Absolutely. Apologies for the wait.
八神さん
Yagami-san, about these skills of yours. I'd like to see what you're capable of.
おう
Sure thing. Just leave it to me. Yeah, we'll see how this fucking goes.
やってやるぜ
Well, it's always fun to see these little cutscenes at least. Let's go here and rotate this way here.
なかなかの腕だ
No, you don't. I want to fight you. To kill you.
これだ
いいね
よし
よし
To attack my own guy,
Yes.
it's not good. Ah, we need to get this dude. He has got
Well,
too much
do that.
stuff.
いいね
問題ない
よし
認めざるを得ないね
Come on, come on. Oh, I thought I had one. He had it.
よ
やられ
した
な
Die! Die!
いいね
Yo. So the problem is that we're losing.
損害を報告しろ
I concentrate too much on killing guys. What's the most fun?
なかなかの腕だ
Come on, pick the thing up. Pick the fucking thing up. Thanks.
これはどうだ
まずいな
Hey, why do you go so fast?
これはどうだ
Thank you for that.
いいね
これだ認めざるを得ないね
いいね
I need to pick this up.
よ
マ
し
ジ
Let
か
me
よ
get it. Come on. Ow, fuck
Yosh.
you. This minigame does suck. This minigame sucks a lot. Hey, you pick that up right now. It looks like it's
問
really
題ない
good.
よし
I can't place it. I can't place
Yosh.
this, dude.
よっしゃ
This minigame is really bad. I hate this. This is like Splatoon, but terrible.
よし
本気だ
いいね
I think I've concentrated too much on killing guys. Ah, I'm so slow. Ah, it's the worst. Don't lose. What the hell did that accomplish? Nothing. Okay, let me get this.
よしこれだ
Let me place it.
なかなかの腕だ
Ah, this is the worst ever.
次こそは勝つ。
Oh my god. This is the worst. I hate this. Oh my god. Alright.
あ、八神さん。
おう。八神機行きます。
Alright.
よし。
Just concentrate on getting blocks, I guess.
認めざるを得ないね。
Fuck you.
いいね。
No, mine. Fuck you. It's mine.
これはどうだ。
No.
いいね。
よし。
Ah, you get that for me. Thank you. Oh, go here.
よっしゃ。いいね。
Taking this.
よし。
損害を報告しろ。
Alright, here fighting.
問題ない。
Pick that up for me. Thank you.
なかなかの腕だ。お
よし。
だ。
What's in here? Ah,
い
a
け。
good thing.
よし。
It takes so long to position yourself.
いいね。
なかなかの腕だ。
Where are others? All over there. It's not fair.
問題ない。
Come on, they're catching up. Can't let that happen. Hey, that's
いい
fine.
ね。
これはどうだ。
This. No, don't you dare.
よし。
障害ひどい。立て直すんだ。
Thing, let's put it here, I
Yeah.
guess.
認めざるを得ないね。
It sucks. I feel like this minigame could have been good, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's not good. It's the reason everyone hates this game.
本物だ。
Good, 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 good. Hey, you picked that up right now.
Yosh.
Thank you.
なかなかの腕だ。
Didn't put it there. Hey, you pick this up, please. I guess I'll just get it
い
then.
け。
Let's put this thing. It has a little bit of a puzzle aspect though, which I do kind of like.
問題ない。
Come on, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
いいね。
Yes.
これはどうだ。
How would I lose?
次こそは。
What? I'm so confused. How the hell did I lose? How they control all of this? This is the worst. Do you have to build a path to the enemy's base?
あ、八神さん。
おう。
What the hell? You take over the enemy team's base. Oh, so stupid. Stupidest, worst fucking game.
いいね。
認めざるを得ないね。
Hey, fuck you. Why?
なかなかの腕だ。
Oh, there is a boost. They didn't tell you about it. Shit,
Yosh.
dude.
問題ない。
いけ。
Else, whoever What else is there? Place, discard. You can discard a block. You can strafe. Look at all this. You can rotate. Look at all these things they don't fucking tell you about. And you pick that shit up right now. Pick it up. Thank you.
認めざるを得ないね
Hey, pick that shit up right now.
なかなかの腕だ
That's my own guy. I'm gonna kill these
問題ない
assholes.
本日だ
Yeah, fuck you. That's all you have to fucking
最高の
do.
気分だぜ
What a stupid ass game.
Yosh!
Well, the good news is, you know, with the dance club thing, he only did, what, 2 songs? And it seems like that completed the mandatory part of the dance club before he could, like, progress to the next part of the school stories. So I'm hoping it's the same here. You only have to do, like, half of the shit, and then you can just go on to the next thing. Oh, for real? Whoa, hey, did you actually win? Yeah, eventually. Wow, shut up. Shut the hell up.
なあ
So what do you think? Not too shabby, huh? Certainly far from shabby. Hey, even be better than Mizusaki. Oh yeah? Did I already make the Hall of Fame? Hey, Akitagawa! Do not tell me you're gonna use this guy in the tournament.
Takamori.
Takamori. This is the only option we
納得い
have.
かね
What happens to Mizusaki?
消去法だ
Let's have him step down.
は
What? It was quite temperamental, maybe even a bit unstable. No, damn it, even so, you ever heard of something called pecking order? Why give the job to an outsider who just showed up today?
最適解だ
It was the optimal solution.
は
沖手川
Akitagawa, if you're gonna ask that Mizuzaki kid just for me, it feels a little... No, be honest, he was acting as our operator reluctantly. It seemed he had his heart set on the track and field club. Oh, is that so?
え
That's right. He always wanted out of the robotics club. That's why, frankly, I didn't want him to be the operator for the tournament. If that's the case, then I guess it's no big deal. Moving on,
お
Yagami-san.
願いします
I'd like to thank you in advance. Yeah, no problem. I'm not talking to you. Because I can say I successfully infiltrated the robotics club, but making friends with everyone, that's another story. I need to earn the club members' trust somehow so I can get a little info out of them. Oh, and before that, I should report back on Masawa. She was worried about the robotics club but wouldn't even take me in. Okay. It's about this nurse's office. Maybe you, like, go there if you lose at boxing. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Am I going the right way? Yes. Amazing! We can use fake words to perform a search, right? If we fill up the database more, you think we could sell it to a writer or something?
なあ
What's up?
実は
Dr. Kira-san made an encyclopedia where you can search for the tricks of a mystery. Interesting. A mystery trick encyclopedia on the computer?
まあね
Yep, I read every book in the club and got bored, so I compiled all the tricks from every book. compiling them alone isn't very fun, so I turned it into an app. It's just a basic text-based dictionary. Really incredible! You can even sort the titles based on criteria such as locked room or psychological deception. You can really do that? Indeed. What's more is that big search items are enough to bring up results. Animals, string, and rice, for example. Or ice. Mystery enthusiasts might even pay a pretty penny to have this. Tokura, do you know how to program? Huh? Of course I can. We learned it in class. Pretty much anyone can do it, you know? What may be, but not just anyone could do all this. Really? I guess so. Tokura has some programming under her belt, huh? Sakura-kun over at Robotics Club was having some trouble with programs. Maybe Itakura could teach him a thing or two?
Nah.
Question for you, Itakura. You have any interest in the Robotics Club? Huh? What do you mean? This kid's having some trouble with a program for his robot. Sure, it'd be nice if someone would help him out. Not interested. Don't even give me the time of day. Interesting. So they were unsure about you, but seems you managed to gain Okitagawa-kun's trust. Can't say for sure. In Okitagawa's eyes, maybe he just landed himself a convenient pawn. Okitagawa-kun, maybe. In any case, if you continue to gain the member's trust, you might find some clues about the professor. Hey, Amasawa-senpai, about this professor. What is it? Do we really need to put all this effort into catching him? I'm sorry? What I mean is, the only people getting duped are crooks, right? So, why don't we just stay out of the way? Maybe the school would be a better place if all those morons just disappear. Itakura-san, why would you say something like that? Amasawa-senpai, I'm just gonna say it. I have no intention of playing detective with you, so we can save a bunch of idiots. Besides, I take Moriarty or the Fiend with 20 faces over some hypocrite detective any day.
Nah.
Now, why don't you just agree to disagree? Amasawa's putting in the work, Itakura. Don't belittle her for it. Yeah, whatever you say, Yagami-sensei. I know I've said this before, but you're still a member of the MRC. That means you'll help out in investigations as needed. Say what? That's right, you don't get to just read the latest mysteries for free. Club's funds this month all went to mysteries you read, you know? No work, no more mysteries. You're seriously holding the mysteries hostage? Super unfair. I know she isn't feeling up to it, but I really do want Itakura to help investigate the Robotics Club. See if I can change her mind later. Okay. Well, I guess we have to go back to the Robotics Club. Unfortunately. Also, esports. Is that another club you get to do? Interesting. Okay, time to see what everyone's up to. Perfect. Tamamori and Kurumazaki are right on schedule. Sakura, how's everything on your end? Were you able to fix that bug you reported the other day? The one responsible for the machine's immobility? Oh, well, no. To be honest, it hasn't been fixed yet. Another failure in communication? This is the third time you didn't report in. How many times must I tell you? Always be in contact. ABC. Yo, that's from Yakuza 0. I'm sorry. Communication, reporting, that's more like running a business.
Okitagawa.
Yo, Okitagawa. Need a hand with anything? A hand, you say? Well, let's see. Right, then I'd like to ask you if you customize the robot. Customize. You know, changing up the robot's parts configuration, you can adjust its performance that way. Wow, didn't know that was a thing. Itagawa, you know this guy's an amateur with robots, right? Why does he get to customize it too? Maneuverability isn't based on logic, it's based on feel, and it's simply more efficient to implement the opinions of the one who actually operates the thing. I get that, but it's just weird. Putting too much in his head.
Takamori.
Put it this way, Takamori. A robot's parts are to an operator what shoes and gear are to an athlete. The operator knows which parts improve a robot's mobility and offense by getting a proper feel for it. Lysario Robotics Club has valued operator feedback for generations. Generations? Yeah, but still.
最適解だ。
It's the optimal solution, Takamori. Fine, damn.
八神さん、
Anyway, Yagami-san, why don't we give it a try? Okay. Develop parts with higher performance, that makes sense. Okay. Seems like the drone thing, I guess. Can I change the appearance? Those are the only things. Huh? This music. Okay. Wait, oh, this? Wait. I guess it's this. Like this music. Hold on. Wait, part of this music sounds familiar. Oh well. We'll listen to it more later, I guess.
なるほど。
So this is how it works. I think I get it. After we receive the results of the scrimmage, we look into the necessary countermeasures and include any fixes in the development cycle. If you like any parts made on your end, please let us know, Yagami-san. Guru Mizaki can draw them up for you. Okay.
それって
Okay.
えっと、
I just sign whatever a person tells me to. So, blah blah. Okay. I guess. Is there anything else to do here? Or do I have to go to the other place? Ah, here we go. Who's this? The nerve of that cheeky little robot nerd! Thinks he'll just go and hire an outside counselor? Aren't you from the MRC?
八神です。
I'm Yagami. I just started as the robotics club outside counselor too. Oh my, that means you're him. My name's Akuta Yukari. I'm the advisor to the robotics
と
club.
ころで、
Have you got business with them? I take it no one told you an outside counselor was coming? Haha, I guess you heard me, yes. Isn't that just awful? Oh, right. If you're here as counselor, would you have time for a chat? Perhaps just over there?
ええ、
Yeah, let's do that. I was actually hoping to speak to the teacher, who's the acting advisor. There aren't many students around right now. It's a great spot to relax and talk. Yeah, it's because it's nighttime. Okay, I asked Akuta Sensei about the robotics club.
あの、
So I've been hearing the robotics club members and the advisor don't get along too well. Yes, you heard right. Every time I go in to check on the club's activities, they pretend I don't exist. It's incredibly frustrating. Why is it like this? Probably because I was against letting them enter the RE Robo Rally. Really? Why not give them your support? It's not the kind of tournament an ordinary high school robotics club like ours should be competing in to begin with. Only embarrass themselves. Participants include researchers from technical schools, colleges, and even companies. All of them are highly knowledgeable and well-funded. Didn't they take part in a robotics contest last year, too? That time, it was all in the name of good fun, but Okitagawa-kun is different. After he took over as president, he managed to lock in a sponsorship. If they lose now, they'll have the whole world laughing at
なる
them.
ほど。
No kidding. Yeah, and don't get me started on all of the late nights they put into prepping for this thing. As their advisor, I'm required to work overtime with them, which they don't even get paid for.
もう
Despite all
あの子た
this,
ちは
as soon as I show my face in that club room, they ignore me. They're rude, and it just gets under my skin.
うーん。
Huh. Friction between the advisor and the club really runs deep.
ところで、
This Okitagawa kid chatted while the club was in session, and he seemed like a model student. Well, he certainly is a wonder. The robotics club really turned around thanks to him. The previous members were just a bunch of kids who loved robots. The club was more of a hobby to them. Pop in from time to time, and they'd be reading manga, taking naps, things like that. That sounds fun to me.
へえ。
Not more like a lazy culture club. So you can't imagine why I admired Okitagawa-kun's razor-sharp gumption at first. He changed up the system so just 4 members could build a high-quality robot, plus he pulled in major funding from a shopping district. Did I mention those funds totaled over 1 million yen?
え
Over 1 million? That's incredible.
それって。
What kind of shopping district would dish out that much? Is it any Jinsho?
いえ
No, it's apparently where Okitagawa's from, a shopping district in Tokyo. Interesting. Acquaintances of his whom he somehow persuaded.
は
But he's really something. Thanks a bunch, Akuta-sensei. I think you answered pretty much everything I wanted to know. I'd like to hear it, just as long as it helps. What do you think, Yagami-sensei? Do you think you can win over the robotics club?
うーん。
Honestly, I still sense some pretty big walls up between us. I wouldn't doubt it. Those kids really don't like adults.
やれやれ
It's common for kids at that age. And always thinking adults like us can't possibly understand them.
あ
Or, you know, maybe it's because you won't let them enter the Marine Robo Rally. Well, I feel much better after getting all that off my chest. Now, if you'll excuse me. Yes, Akuta-sensei really needed to vent. Yeah, I guess so. Are we going back in here now? 'Cause I don't want to if I don't have to. Yeah, looks like I gotta continue this, unfortunately. Also, look how many tabs there are! I didn't even realize that. I think there might be a ton of clubs I don't even, like, haven't even heard about yet.
八神さん
Okay, Yagami-san, let's head to the scrimmage. I'll utilize any feedback you give us to develop future modifications. Roger, leave it to me. Okay. I don't have mobile basic report. Can I make anything? I can make this. I mean, I guess this is just better than what I already have, right? I probably have some DLC crap. Yeah, okay. I don't have those parts. Okay. That part right there, that sounded like so much more from Yakuza 5. I heard that part, is like, wait a minute. I don't think this is a remix of that song. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is just better than the other thing, right? I mean, it has a higher cost, so maybe I won't be able to use it, but... we'll see, I guess. How is this different from the other thing? Oh, this one's 40s. It's probably better. Oh yeah, here we go. Shark Drill. What is this? Let's see. I mean, this has higher speed and stuff. Yeah, you know, let's not go with this. I did a lot more mobility, I guess. See how this fucking goes, I guess. Can I not choose what parts my other allies have? Maybe not. How does I pick straight?
Yosh.
It doesn't seem like it worked. Get out of my way!
Yosh.
Wait. Strafe right, strafe left. Maybe I need a certain, you guys go fuck him up. No, leave me alone, cunt. Maybe you need a certain, ability to do that. Fine. Fuck you. That's right, I forgot I can boost. Trap you in the corner, you dick. Aha. They don't have a single cube. Or thing, whatever how it's called. Haha. You shall not win.
マジかよ。
No.
よっしゃ。
I'll be taking this, and you won't be taking it. Yes. Time to win. No. Haha!
最高の気分だぜ。
I mean, now I kind of get how this game works. I don't think it's terrible. It's not great, but it's okay, at least so far. Everything appears to be running smoothly. Huh?
起きてから。
Doesn't seem to be moving at all. Not sure why. What?
あ
No good. Not even a peep. How strange. Oh, could it be?
Sakura.
Sakura, do you know something about this? Well, actually, there's still this bug where it won't accept any inputs. What? You haven't fixed it yet? But it still moved afterwards. And I tried over and over to reproduce the bug, but I couldn't. I didn't have time before the scrimmage. I thought it'd be fine. Oh, he's so angry. Why did you report it? What was your plan if the bug popped up during a match? If this was the real deal, then what?
すいません。
I'm sorry. Identify the bug and solve it by next scrimmage.
はい。
Yes. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but I'll say it again. Always be in contact. Remember that.
はい。
I will.
あ。
I mean, it's true that failing to report something can be a problem. I still feel kind of bad for the kid.
大丈夫
Are you okay, Sakura-kun? Why am I like this? Why am I always like this? Aww. Sakura-kun. Aw, poor kid. You could improve your leadership. More school story progress available. Oh, okay, okay. I get it. Why won't you move?
大丈夫？
Sakura-kun, what's going on?
さくらくん、
Sorry, I can't help out. I just don't know much about programming. It's really been backed into a corner, huh? Oh boy, this is indeed a problem. Can't even have a scrimmage in this stage.
起きてが
Okitagawa, do you know what's causing the bug? I gave it a look, but I couldn't identify the cause of the issue. Gotcha. Programming, huh? Well, there is one person who knows a thing or two about that. Yup. I may have gotten rejected. Oh. I thought you said about Tsukumo! I may have gotten rejected once already, but maybe I can ask again. Okay. Yagami-san, something rather interesting appeared in one of the school courtyard walls. It's something related to the professor. Sounds interesting. You'll find it near the back of the school. Huh, okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, I will check it out, because I want to do that. Near the back of the school. In the courtyard. Ah, here. Yeah, let's see. I'm excited for more of the kind of mystery stuff. I wonder if I should do this since I'm here. Oh, look who's back. It's the brother. Kento. Sup, Yagami-san? Oh, Kento-kun? Well, this is a rare sight. Whenever I think he's showing up for real, he just takes a nap and goes straight home.
Kento.
Hey, Kento. Should a member of the MRC actually, you know, read some mysteries? Nah, if I read too much, I get super sleepy. Oh, now that you mention it, maybe I could use a nap. Oh, you're unreal.
ママさ
Oh right, Amasawa. Where's Itakura?
お
Oh, speak of the devil. Oh, hey. Been a while. Is there some history between them? Uh-oh.
よろしく。
Do you believe I joined the MRC too? Well, nice seeing ya. Uh-oh. There's some problem between them. Huh? Haha, well, guess she still hates my guts.
なあ
What do you mean? Okay, so... I was on the Cultural Festival Committee with Itakura. Cultural Festival Committee? Wasn't Takanashi from the dance club on that too? Yeah, so you've heard of it, Yagami-san.
実は
Itakura led the committee, but was kind of a tyrant. She had a way of bringing the mood all the way down. In the end, everyone kind of started boycotting the meetings, and only Itakura would show up. Basically, the cultural festival was a massive fail. Pretty tragic if you think about it. I'm sure it was extremely difficult for
それ
Itakura-san.
って
Wait a minute, if you're also a member, Kento-kun, then doesn't that mean... Yep, I'm one of the ones who turned my back on her too.
あ
Good lord.
でも
Don't get me wrong, I totally feel like I did Itakura dirty. I've wanted to apologize ever since. Uh-oh. You don't think maybe my timing kinda sucked? I'm going after Itakura. Alright. Where did Itakura run off to?
あなあ
Hey guys, any of you see a girl named Itakura Kotoko? Small, kinda long hair. She should have passed by here. Itakura-san? Oh right, the ex-chairman of the Cultural Festival Committee. She went upstairs a bit ago. She might have gone to the roof. I see Itakura-san there all the time. Yeah, she'll even be on the roof during class too. She's having a tough time coming back to class. It's gotta be awkward as heck. I mean, It'd feel pretty awkward if she showed up too. Ha ha ha. I can say that again. Ha ha. Thanks, I'll check the roof then. Is that what everyone really thinks about Itakura? I wouldn't want to go to class either. Is this even the right way? Oh yeah, it is. Sakura-san. Oh, there she is.
Itokura.
Here you are, Itokura. He's like a cockroach just crawled into my room.
Nah.
Must be a cozy spot if you feel like it's your own room, huh? Listen, Itakura, are you willing to stay in the MRC? Only if you exterminate that cockroach. You know I can't do that. Man, then maybe I should just... The professor, was it? I might know how to handle a roach problem. Hey, come on. Anyway, I don't want to see his stupid face right now. I have zero desire to do anything for that club. Well, that's gonna be a problem. I already told the chairman to hold off on severing your tuition waiver since you'd still be part of the MRC. And do something about it. I can convince her. Skipping school isn't such a big deal. Maybe skipping school isn't such a big deal. Hey, you were basically just saying the opposite a minute ago. Well, I thought over, and life shouldn't just be all about school, right? Did you say there are some things you'll only get to experience when you're young or something like that? Look how high and mighty. You said you missed out and never really had anything like that, and that's why I should come to school. That was you, right? I did say that, yes. I figured I'd take your word and come, you know? I just hope you take responsibility for what you said. Let's shift gears on that. That is like the 100% wrong answer.
Nah.
Wanna just start a new club? What? Are they hobbies up current? Well, reading, mainly mysteries. Okay, then why don't we start a second MRC? Baka? Oh, you're screwing with me, right? Then why don't you join the robotics club? Huh? Robotics? Sakura, you said you know programming, right? Well, compared to the other idiots around here, sure. There's this first-year boy, Sakura, who's been having trouble with programming. If he came to help out, I'm sure it'd be really appreciated. Uh-huh. As for the MRC, just show up when you think you can. Hold on, so the robotics club... Kuromazaki's in there, right? The one that barely speaks? Yeah, he's a member. What, you don't like him either? He and I have some history. History? He's still a step up from Amasawa's brother. He's pretty harmless. Good. I think the robotics club is gonna find ways to keep someone with your talents busy. Anyway, the chairman won't cut off the tuition waivers as long as you show your face in some club. What a pain. Is school really even that important? I bet I get by just fine without it. Well, even if that were true, haven't you made any friends? What about Amasawa? What, you call that a friendship? Yeah, right. Made a new connection because you chose to take a step forward. Plus, it looked like you were having a good time chatting, if I'm being honest. It'd be such a waste to give up now. Might even discover something new in the robotics club. Fine. Wait, so you'll come then? Just make sure to tell the chairman about the waiver thing, okay? Of course, leave it to me. Oh, by the way, I don't plan on quitting the MRC either. I wouldn't want it to look like I let Cockroach get the best of me. Figured as much. Does anyone else
Yagami-san.
fucking wish that, like, Yagami was there when they were in high school? That would have been so amazing. Yagami-san, who's this? She's an applicant for the robotics club. Oh, she'd like to join? This is Itakura Kotoko, second year. She's pretty familiar with programming. I think she'll be a big help to Sakura-kun, right, Itakura?
あのさ
You do know there's more than one programming language, don't you? I can't say much until I look at it.
ね
Itokura-senpai? That Itokura Kotoko-san?
ん
You know her? I saw the program she made in her first year workshop. The code was perfect. Beautiful, even. Don't be weird. What? You really think so?
はい
Absolutely. It was so clean and minimal, which gave it an efficient elegance. I could tell you were brilliant just by looking at it.
やった
Be taught by this very same Otokura-senpai. I'm thrilled, to say the least. Well, look at that. Someone gets me after
あの
all. The current issue is getting the robot to move because it won't. Could you maybe take a
はい
look?
はい
Sure, why not?
やった
Great.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, thank you. Sokka's a little wet behind the ears, which is why he's been struggling. Tokura is really lightening up. She must be in her element. Just hope it helps her get back to school. What do you think? Might be worth training you. I'm a tough teacher, so be ready. Okay. Guess I have to talk to him again. Okay. I got some more new parts. Anything, good? Prioritize his actions that capture and defend territory. Now equip multiple AI modules. Yeah, okay, sounds good, I think. Okay, you can skip that by pressing start. Okay. Don't have any dual aluminum? What is this? Increases boost time by 10%. Increases speed by 10%. Hey, that sounds like some good shit. Okay, all of it's level 1, I think. Placement guidance device? Adds a block placement guidance function? Enhanced anchor. Decreases anchor on time. I don't even know what that means. Reduces enemy territories. Ooh, that sounds good. Shield optimization. Ooh, I got some new stuff. Gorilla hammer. Oh, I already have one. Let's use it, dude. Huh? Can't use it? Huh. I'm gonna go with speed boost. Oh, what are these other batteries? Oh. Can't make it. So I have these, but I can't use them? I guess they cost too much? Next cost limit. Yeah, whatever. It's probably fine, honestly. Look for robots? Or look at robots. Okay, I get it. It's not like it's that great looking.
八神機行きます。
Okay, that's not fair. It spawned over where they are. Oh, I want to get out here.
よし
Taking this.
やられてたまるか
Get out of my way, dude.
それ
やばいな。
悪くない
Ah,
ぞ
I'm being shot. Get out of my way. All these assholes get in my way.
まだいけるぞ
Ah, get out of my way. Mine.
マジかよ。よし。
Mine.
悪くないぞ
よし。
Get out of my way.
いいね。
Ah.
いいね。
Mine. No.
いけ。
Die.
やられた
Hey, get that one over there. Mine. Ah.
な。よし。マジかよ。
Ah. We're doing good. No. Don't do
や
good.
られたな。
No. Get away from me.
悪くないぞ
Oh, I'm gonna lose. Get away. No.
よしそれやられてたまるか
いいね。
悪くないぞ
Come on.
うわ
まずいな。よし。
Come on. Pick one up. Hurry.
まだいけるぞ
Yes. Go, 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 go.
マジかよ。
No. Come
それ
on. Ah, I'm gonna lose.
やられたな。
I hate this mini game.
よし
We're gonna lose.
やられてたまるか
Get hurry.
いいね。よし。よっしゃ。
There's no way we can win. Pick that shit up. Hurry. No.
それ
すまない、みんな。
Try switching to AI mode? I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, thank God, it doesn't make me go like right back into it. This is a really awful mini game.
ああ。
It's really bad. It's kind of thing where you gotta look up a guide to see what parts are even the best ones. I hate that shit. I had to do that fucking pocket circuit. Let me try something. Whatever, try this stupid piece of shit, I guess. Oh my god, I can't skip this.
Yeah, that-
Okay. I mean, the first thing spawned on the enemy side, so it's kind of unfair anyways.
まだいけるぞ
Yeah, shoot him, don't shoot
悪くない
him.
ぞ
Why they get lasers? Fucking cheaters? I don't get that shit.
よし
Also, look at this. These fucking robots. Their names. Sky, Land, Sea. Got fucking Nomura over here, these fucking robots.
いいね
Hey, you. Fuck you.
Yosh.
Fuck you.
それ
マジかよ
Why do you get a laser?
Yosh.
I don't have a laser. This guy's fucking cheating. Do I not have any boost on this stupid thing?
やられてたまるか
Auto, huh? Let the game play itself.
よし
やられたなまずいない
いね
ダメだ
いいねまだいけるぞよし
When the game is so bad, it gives you an option where you don't even have to play it. What are you doing? Oh my god. Never mind. Even the game doesn't know how to play itself. Piece of shit.
よし
Also, I have 0 boost on this stupid piece of shit. Alright, get out of my fucking way.
悪くないぞ
Turn right
やら
fuck
れて
now.
たまるかいいね
Okay,
よし
come on. That stupid shit right now. Right the fuck now.
よし
No, I did it wrong! Fuck! Hey you, go get that. Don't be a piece of shit.
いいねまだいけるぞ
Go, 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 go. Kill them, kill them, kill them right now. Kill them right now.
それ
Wait. Come on.
よっしゃ
Jesus.
最高の気分だぜなあ
はいそうですよ
Nice. Very. I had a hard time putting things to memory. I showed repeat yourself over and over without ever getting angry. Oh, that's really something, Itakura. Sakura, I brought that reference book you mentioned last time. Huh?
糸倉
Here, Itakura. I think your heart may be showing. What? Sakura-kun is really opening up, too. I should be able to learn more about the Robotics
Nah.
Club. Sakura-kun wanna grab tea with Otokura and me? You know, a team bonding thing or something? What? That sounds wonderful. Let's go, Itakura-senpai. Is this your blade again to spell that professor? You're not just gonna spring that on him, are you? No, not at all. That might put him on high alert. I'm just collecting a little bit of intel. That should be fine then. Great, then let's meet up at the cafeteria. This cafeteria that's open at like nighttime, apparently. Where's the cafeteria? Ah, here. I love the way Yagami sits in this chair. He has like the worst posture ever. It's like me. Cereal Cafeteria has a pretty good karage combo. Oh, but we're just having snacks, right?
糸倉先輩
What are your favorite snacks, Itakura-senpai? Potato chips. I love chips. I'm a big fan of seaweed and salt. Partial to the consomme flavor.
Hi.
Oh yeah, those are great too. Sakura-kun seems to be enjoying himself. He always seems so tense in the robotics room.
ね
That is cute. Go on, bring it up already. Oh right.
ところで
Sakura-kun, there's still a lot we don't know about the robotics club. Probably because we just joined. Do you mind sharing what you know?
はい
なあ
What kind of guy is Okitagawa? He comes off as a real go-getter. That's because he is. He's an amazing person, at least in my book. The robotics club completely changed after he joined. Before that, we never had any goals or deadlines. We mainly just sit around talking and getting excited about some cool ideas we'd have. We'd end up doing nothing and losing in the preliminaries because we were never ready. But we were fine as long as we had fun. It was all very relaxed.
あ
That was like the dream. Well, when the club's so easy going and can put you to sleep, I'm sure it's very rewarding for a guy like Okitagawa to step into it, especially having just transferred. He just gives off that micromanager vibe. With all the reporting and milestones and the ABC talk. Yeah, I didn't even know what that was at first. I was all, ABC? Should we do the rest of the
あの
alphabet?
さ
I don't agree with how Okitagawa does things. Don't we have a motto for robot contests? If I'm not mistaken, it was, we think together, we build together. This is the exact opposite of
なる
that.
ほど
I see. I get how that doesn't exactly line up with Okitagawa's top-down approach.
なあ
What kind of guy is Takamori, the one in charge of construction? He seems to butt heads with Okitagawa every so often.
と
Yeah, those two don't get along so well. Takamori-senpai was supposed to become president before Okitagawa-senpai came along. When the previous president retired, he named the newly transferred Okitagawa-senpai as his successor. It happened right after he transferred, so everyone was shocked. Especially Takamori-senpai.
へ
Heck of a promotion for a new guy, huh? Takamori's definitely holding a huge grudge over it. He was complaining when Okitagawa isn't around. Not like anyone's lining up to listen to him, though.
は
I mean, he'd go on forever if we did. So Takamori's unhappy, which also sounds like a consequence of Okitagawa's regime.
ところで
Kurumazaki-kun, the designer, Okitagawa seems to hold him in high
あそうで
regards.
す
Yes, that's right. Sorry. Kurumazaki-senpai is quite talented, always finishing his designs without much fanfare. He never misses deadlines, and he's very meticulous. That's why the president likes him so much. Yeah, overbearing bosses always prefer a good lapdog. Well, Kurumazaki-senpai is very kind. He always worries about me whenever the president chews me out. Sure, but it's guys like him who let the people around him tell him how to walk and talk. That's not true at all. That reminds me. Otakura seems to have a beef with Kurumazaki-kun. Maybe it's better if I don't bring it up. I think that's about everything I wanted to ask. I think I understand the Robotics Club a lot better than before. Thanks for your help. We should do this again soon. They didn't even eat anything.
なあ
So, Itakura, will you help me investigate the professor?
お断り
Nope, hard pass. Still don't give me the time of
と
day.
ころで
Okay, well, how's school going then? It's not bad, right? Who's to say? Not me, that's for sure. Some idiots might still want to jump me like Amasawa's brother. I don't know about that. I should really do a better job of keeping tabs on Itokura. Okay. I still have to do robotics club. I don't want to. Let's do this thing. That's fucking cool, dude. What's this?
Oh,
What are those graffiti art things? I remember Amasawa mentioning it in a message. Isn't this the professor? Yeah, I bet the Ijincho Hounds did this. The Ijincho Hounds?
Nah.
Hey, you wanna tell me who the Ijincho Hounds are? They're a skateboarding group. Yes! Bunch of troublemakers. Skateboarding. What would they have to do with the professor? There's a rumor that they use the professor as the motif for their graffiti art. Is this supposed to be the professor? It's just a rumor. Wouldn't Amasawa-san know more about that? Good point. I'll try asking her. Oh, great. Just what I needed. Oh, I should have taken a selfie with... Oh, I still can. Hey, this picture's really cool, dude. Yes, I want to do the skateboarding stuff. Finally. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Oh, hi, Yagami-san. This is the former advisor for the MRC. Iamori Mikuru. Oh, the one who resigned? Nice to meet you. I'm Yagami. Likewise. I hear you're taking good care of Amasawa-san and the other members.
ところで
I hope so. What brings you around, though? Well, haven't you seen it? The graffiti drawn on the back of the school? Yeah, supposedly it's a depiction of the professor. The student who drew it used to be in my class. What? Really? The other students seem to think it was some sort of delinquents who did it.
実は
Yagami-san, I should tell you. Sensei's former student, Shikishima-kun, is a member of the Ijincho Hounds. Oh, so there's the connection. The Ijincho Hounds and graffiti of the professor. This could be useful intel. The Ijincho Hounds are a bunch of students who enjoy skateboarding. But yes, people think of it as a group of delinquent kids. Kishima Shinosuke is a member, and also a current third year at Seiryou High. I heard he'd drawn flashy graffiti on the school's wall. I knew I had to hurry over there. Draw a photo? Yes, a passerby caught him in the act and sent it to the school. That's certainly Shishikama-kun drawing the graffiti. Apparently, he's barely attended his classes for the past few months. Instead, he's been hanging out with the Ijincho Hounds. A rival group has entered the picture too. He's supposedly at odds with these other delinquents called the Blue King.
ところで
Was he a good student? I'd say he was just average. His grades were pretty good, but he didn't stand out or anything. Not especially outgoing or quiet, just average. He wasn't a troublemaker, so he had that going for him too. These days, he's supposed to be studying for his exams. He said he's going to attend a regular four-year college after graduation. From what I've heard so far, he doesn't seem like the type who'd join a delinquent group and get into graffiti. Exactly, and that's why I was shocked to hear it myself. However, Shikishima-kun didn't talk about himself that much. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the first thing about his goals or hobbies. He didn't have career counseling sessions. All he would tell me is that he would figure out his future while he was in college. So I wasn't thinking half as many steps ahead as, say, Amasawa. That's right, I had everything planned out when I was 3 years old. What's this Blue King that you mentioned earlier? Iamura-sensei? Juvenile delinquents got together and they need to skateboard. They seem to be from Ijincho's old school skater groups. And thus, they know a lot of the turf in Ijincho. To a skater group, the only turf that matters are locations around the city suitable for skateboarding.
なるほど。
Oh, so they need a certain type of terrain to practice their tricks. Well, there can't be many of those. And amidst all this, Shikishima-kun has supposedly been raiding the Blue King's turf as a member of the Ijincho
それ
Hounds.
って
Can you define what qualifies as a raid here? Well, the Blue King basically uses graffiti to mark ownership of their turf. Is this like Jet Set Radio? They have a young Blue King as their motif.
八神さん
Oh, that explains the graffiti now. There's a picture of it, Yagami-san. Yeah, I can see where the name comes
察
from.
するに
It supposedly represents a young delinquent king who ranks on Ijincho, and blue, of course, is a very royal color. Yes, and Shikishima-kun is just going around drawing over her graffiti on their own
つま
turf.
り
He's doing that with an image of the professor. Speaking of that, take a close look at this one, Yagami-san. It's a drawing of the Blue King. Everything drawn over it is graffiti from the Ijincho Hounds. Yeah. It's kind of awesome, in my opinion. Oh, you're right. So the message is the king on the throne is being dragged down by the professor. Yeah, it's definitely defiant, and it's got a touch of humor in it, too. Yep, the professor is the new icon of delinquent youth, superseding the king of yesteryear. One way to interpret it is that the professor is declaring war on the Blue King. Yeah, no wonder the Blue King guys aren't happy.
ですが
But the thing is, according to the rules of street art as I understand them, the Blue King can't complain about it. What do you mean, the rules of street art? There's an unspoken rule that's okay to paint over existing artwork as long as the new work is better.
へ
Crazy. Well, how's the Ijincho Hound's graffiti? Is it highly appreciated or something?
ええ
It seems so, and that's why the Blue King has left no choice but to tacitly approve. This is the Blue King just paint over
い
again.
え
I heard they did that once and took a lot of heat for it. They were firmly told that they were whack.
えなるほど。
So it sounds like Shikishima-kun is something of an artist. Still can't believe Shikishima has such a talent. His art grades were average at best. Okay, I think I have a good overall grasp on the situation now. Well, Imori-san, or Iamori-san, what would you like us to do? I'd like for you to look into exactly why Shikishima-kun suddenly joined a delinquent group. Persuade him to leave if possible.
Aye.
Okay, I'll do what I can. Hey, Yagami-san, I think the best approach would be to go undercover, since you're so good at it. Think you can handle a skateboard group?
ああ
What? It's a bunch of kids, isn't it? Except you just stroll up and ask them how they're doing? I'd really stick
お
out.
願いします
I'm sure you'll figure out a way to blend in somehow.
あ
Well, you've got a leather jacket, so you're already dressed kind of like a delinquent. Let's hope so. We know there's a chance that Ijincho House and the professor are connected. So if you gain those kids' trust, you might be able to extract some really valuable information. Okay, where would I find the Ijincho Hounds? I think they hang out in Hamakita
あわか
Park.
った
Got it. Cool, let's fucking do it. Yeah, screw the fucking robotics club. Fuck that shit. Okay. So over here. squirrels here? Yeah, I found that already. It's not a lot more. I don't know how many squirrels I still have. It's a lot, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I even have half of them. Are there any squirrels over here? Doesn't look like it. Oh wait, right here. Aha!
この絵は
Dog time.
よしよしよしよし来たな
Well, over here? Ah, I knew this area had to have some use.
でかしたぞ
Or it's just right here, I guess. Oh, I know over half. Still not that much. Oh, whatever. Let's look for more squirrels. Beat up some dudes. Still going with the hammer. Got this EX move. I don't know if it's an EX move, but I got this move to use on people with hammers. But I haven't like encountered anyone with hammers since then. Him against the car, but he didn't like get hit by the car. Ah. Something you get hit by the car. I might have missed.
たくいい加減にしろよ
I think I got some move I can use with taunts, but I don't remember. Let me see. I want to try every move because they're all so good. No, not EX. Let's see. Okay, that's already taunt. It's L3. Or R1 and L3. I want to say it was a crane move, but I don't know. Maybe it was Tiger. Maybe it was Snake. Let's see. That sounds kind of interesting. Successful parries. Okay. Throw will count as an attack while your EX dodge is less than 1 second charge. Hold R1 and press circle just as an enemy attack. That sounds kind of interesting. Maybe it was under Tiger. Oh, here. Press triangle against an enemy's attack while taunting. I want to try this. Indian Tiger.
準備運動にならない。
That might work. Oh, that almost worked. God damn it. I need to try to move here. There we go.
どうしたオラ。
That's not good. He stabbed himself. Oh, that was kind of cool. I don't think it was really that worth it, though. I love that move. Are you angry, dude? There we go. Haha!
どうしたオラ。
Let's finish him off with praying. It's like, the thing of the combat in this game is there's so many different moves and ways you can fight in this game, and they're all so good. Okay, grind on this. Oh, I should be allowed to. I mean, I get why you can't, but it'd still be cool. Can't go on that one. Alright, here we are. I wonder if these kids are the Jinjo Hounds, that skateboarding group. Evil-eyed boy. The hell do you want? Are you guys the Jinjo Hounds? Well, if we are, how do I join? I'm a skater too. What? How old are you? You don't look like a high schooler. Oh, is there an age limit for skating? Well, no, not really. What's the problem? Cool looking boy. Hey, Mitsui, you want to check out this guy's skateboarding skills? I thought for a second it's gonna be the other Mitsui. Shikishima. Oh, so this kid is Shikishima. It is true there's no age limit to skating, and it would help us a lot to have an adult in the group. I mean, I guess. What's your name? Yagami. You the leader? We don't really have leaders, but Shikishima and I have just been running things lately.
なるほど。
Organization with a flat structure. I like that. Well, let's see if we have the basics down. Follow me. Sure. Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, also I have a fucking hoverboard, so, you know. Ah, yes, finally a skate park. Where are we? A skate park? This is where we practice or show off our sickest moves. They have skateboards for rent, too. Hey, what's that? A stencil of the Blue King. This park belongs to the father of this guy named Chiyoda, and Chiyoda's head of the Blue King. Yeah, Chiyoda's dad saw how crazy the skateboarding scene was getting in Ichincho, so he built a skate park in one of his spare
それ
warehouses.
って
Are you guys rivals of the Blue King? And aren't they dangerous? Like, aren't we on enemy turf right now? We gonna be okay here?
いや
This place is a commercial facility that anyone can use as long as they pay. I see. Evidence, huh? Besides, fighting is prohibited here. If you try to pick a fight, the guards will kick you out. Those are the guards, huh? You do have a point. We never feel entirely comfortable here.
うーん
I thought so. Well, hurry up then. Let's see your skateboarding skills. Yeah, I'll give it my best and quickest. Let's fucking go. I think it's obvious what we're gonna use. Let me see here. Fast acceleration. Modify for tighter steering. That could be useful. But... Come on, freaking hoverboard. I'll try this one. I don't think speed is as much as a problem here.
テ
Oh,
ンション上げていくぜ
oh. And to beat the mission. 4 points. Scores are coins, or you obtain once you win. 12 tricks, 4 points. Successfully land tricks with a rating of greater higher star combo, big combo score big points. Okay. Speed of your approach and timing affects the height of your ollie. Carefully press the button. Right. The score depends on length of the trick. Let's fucking go then. Skateboard is so fast. Yes. Ah, wrong button. Shit. Ah, I keep pressing the wrong freaking button. Yes. It's pretty easy so far. I feel like I should have taken the other, board. The hoverboard. Perfect, hell yeah. I missed the coins. Yeah! Look at that. Not bad. Yeah? Hey, look! Mitsui! Where are they? It's the guys from the Blue King. The one in the center is their leader, Chiyoda Teta. They're all wearing blue, alright.
敷島
Get out here, Shikishima. We have this time slot booked. Let's go, guys.
おい
Hey, Shikishima. You painted over the Blue King's tag again, didn't you? Got something to say about it, why don't you just paint over it with something better?
そうが
Asshole. But if we get a fist fight with Chiyoda, we'll get banned from the park. Yeah, I should stop this. Hey, let's calm down, both of you.
あ
Who the hell are you? I joined the Ujincho Hounds today. Name's Yagami. Yagami. Yagami? I knew you looked familiar. Yeah, it's him. Huh? He's the advisor to the MRC, I'm sure of it. Do we know this guy?
あ
MRC? The Mystery Research Club. The club at our school. I hear that their president, Amasawa, has been looking into the professor. Right. There's a Seiryou High student in the Blue King, and apparently I'm too famous for my own good at that school. Why you guys let someone like him into your club? Yeah, you've been infiltrated by a rat, Shikishima. What are they talking about, Yagami-san? Well... Okay, you joining us is off the table. Let's go, guys. That went well. This is awkward. Let's go home. Apparently that made me more appealing. Improved your leadership? Okay. I want to do more skateboarding! I should have worn a disguise, then they wouldn't have known it was me. I should have worn the vampire disguise. Got dumped by Shikishima-kun and his crew. What else is there to do? Who's this? Uh-oh. They don't look too happy. Dude's got a knife. What do you guys want? You know the Neo-Keihin gang? What? You heard from Shikishima that you're looking into the professor. So? You saying that Shikishima's crew and the professor are connected? Who knows? Kinda fuck you up! Huh? They sure don't mince words, do they? I didn't really want to use that move, but whatever. Oh, fuck Fuck you. Ah, come on now. Fuck the Saito dude. Nice. That went okay, I think.
What?
Did Shikishima tell you guys to come after me? Don't know, don't care. Well, there's their ride, I guess. Oh, damn. So there is something between Shikishima and the professor, maybe. He's keeping his mouth shut, but I can work with it.
Ma.
Hey, your name's Yagami-san, right? Yeah? And you're, Blue King's... their leader for the time being. Name's Chiyoda. I'm impressed. You're strong as hell. Well, yeah, against those guys. You sound confident in your fighting skills. I like that.
Yagami-san.
How about you join our group? Huh? Seriously? Look, the professor's been backing those guys and acting as their enforcer. So I've heard. And we've been struggling because of it. Having a great fighter like you would really help us out. It would? Are you guys a famous delinquent group in Ijincho? Besides, I don't want to help with any extortion type stuff. No, we don't do that sort of thing. It's been a long time since the Blue King did shit like that. Now we're just a group of guys who like to skateboard. Even though the public thinks of us as a bunch of troublemakers. I see. Well, no need to give us an answer right away. Just let me know if you ever want to hit up the park. You can find us in this area. We're usually hanging out here. Oh, I'm so gonna do that. Okay, I'll think about it. Yes! Skateboard point shot! Finally! Where is that? Here? Oh, here. Yes! Let's go. Got so many fucking points. Okay.
What?
Are you underage, Chiyoda-kun? You should be smoking cigarettes, you know. Thanks for warning. So, you feel like joining our team now?
Nah.
You cool if I do a trial run?
Ah.
Yeah, fine with me. Let's just have some fun for now, like skateboarding buddies should. I'll save the talk for later. Come on, I just about head to the park. Well, this is awkward, huh? Ah, it's voice acted. Think. Oh, no, it's not. Ugh, bad timing.
Oi.
Get out here, I got this spot reserved. Heh, oh yeah? Then we'll just go skate on your turf. I'll be decorating the place with my artwork, of course. Hey, hold up. If you're gonna keep doing this, we're not gonna put up with it. Oh? So you're gonna challenge me with your graffiti then, right? Huh, what's wrong? Guess you don't live up to the name Teta Chiyoda. Artistic genius anymore? Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Artistic genius? Son of a bitch. Wait a minute. Shikishima-kun.
Nah.
We're all here. Why don't we do what we love, skateboard with a little competition? Competition? Yeah, with our tricks. And if I score better than you, you don't tag anything here this time around. I'm good with that. Mitsui? Well, if we win, you guys give us today's reservation for the park. Okay, I'm fine with those conditions. Yagami-san, you gonna be alright? Well, just wait and see. So, who am I up against? Me. I'm Nonomiya. Let's ride. Can't wait. No, wait a little bit, because I'm going first. Okay. The skateboarding sounds. Heh, how's that for ya?
なるほど。
So I have to beat that score, huh? Alright. Beat Ninomiya's score. Let's not gonna use this. Yeah, I just got a fucking hoverboard, you know? No big deal.
思いっきり行くぜ。
Ah, come on, Yagi. Get points for doing, It doesn't seem like you get points for that. I need to do better. No problem. I feel like this hoverboard isn't necessarily better than the other boards. Come on. And I got some gold coins. I like the green glow from the hoverboard. Hell yeah. New missions, yeah. Keep your word and don't tag our turf. Got it, Shikishima Mitsui? Fine, but only this time. Let's go, Mitsui.
八神さん
You're a great skater, Yagami-san. I'm impressed all over again. I guess I have an eye for talent. Hey, what Shikishima mentioned earlier. Chiyoda Teta. Okay, now I'm confused, because I usually the way names are written in these games is they're written in like the Western name order, but I always like to read them in the Japanese name order, but the freaking text says his name switched between the last time. Yeah, Chiyoda is his surname. But the previous text box, they had it written in the Japanese order. I don't know if that was on purpose, or if they just, like, missed it or something. Chiyoda Teta, the artistic genius or something. And he's just trying to get a rise out of me. I used to be in the art club and all. That was back in middle school. Shikishima and I went to the same one. We were both in the art club. Shikishima was in the art club. That explains why he's so good at graffiti. How were his skills back then? Oh, he would win awards at contests and shit. I remember he would talk about his dream of being an artist when he grew up. Then he quit the club midway through his second year. I see. Okay, I'll have to continue looking into Shikishima. There's clearly some mystery surrounding Chiyoda, too. Exchange points, here we go. Oh, this actually, I thought I'd have like a ton of points to get everything. It's actually kind of expensive. Textbook on breakdancing. What's this? I might figure out a new skill if I read it. I don't have enough points! These look really neat. Acceleration, turning at maximum speed. Give me points. I want points. Get some air. We'll have tricks at each one. Earn 1,000 points by clearing the mission. Yeah. I need that skateboard EX action. That's what I've been waiting for this entire game. Let's fucking go. I wish the skateboarding mechanics were a little more fleshed out. Really repetitive. Comparing the skateboarding in this game, the fact that it's like a side content that's more stripped down than like a full skateboarding game, it's kind of comparing it to the hoverboarding in Jak 2, but honestly, this makes me wish I was doing hoverboarding in Jak 2 instead of this. That was more fleshed out than this. Come on. You could do more tricks and stuff, and also just like cute moves. Oh, yeah, there's those stats too. Yes. Is that enough? Pro skater. Is that enough for this thing? 35,000. Okay. Flank the bank. Okay. Time your jumps well. So, can you actually do tricks off of those things? I tried doing it, but it didn't seem to work. Guess we'll see.
やってやんよ。
You didn't seem to really do much of anything. Ah, fuck that up. Ah! Okay, good. Why does that have to go right into a ball? Faster yard than me. Oh, thank God. I didn't do too well at that, did I? Yes! Alright, let's do it. Let's get the move. Here we go. Power slide. Yes! Yes. Is it here? Oh, it's in Tiger. Yes. Use the skateboard to perform a powerful slide. Hold X to increase sliding time. It can also be pulled off from a wall jump. Oh, you use this during battle. Run with X while in EX boost and press X. Oh, okay. Ah, here we go. A trick and attack performed from a power slide. So you have to be an EX boost. You run an EX boost, you press X, and then you press triangle. Yo. Speaking of... Go fight some bastards. Yeah, there they are. They're over there. Let's go get them. Yo. Okay. Oh! Yes! Yes! Wait, that is so awesome. Hold on. Yes. Yes. Yes, that is so cool. Yes, I was waiting all game to get that move. That's so cool. Okay. Get. Ah. break their... Because in the EX action you can do after you break their guard, but it's kind of hard to do because it's hard to stop yourself from attacking after you break their guard. Okay. So what is there to do now? I don't think I have that many play passes, do I? Let's see. I have one play pass. I guess I don't have any play passes. It's just under valuables, but I don't think so. Cute doggies. A larger dog with high intelligence. Is it actually bigger? Black Shiba Inu with plenty of spunk. A rare breed, also known as a tiger dog. Anyways. Also, girlfriends. Also, I didn't realize this is actually one of the girlfriends from the previous game. Tsukino? She was the one who kept getting targeted by the Twisted Trio. I just kind of didn't pay attention to the name. And I didn't recognize her. Look, she's all grown up now. I don't know how to actually activate these, and I don't know if I really care that much, but yeah. Cool. Alright, what should I do now? No. I don't want to do Robotics Club. Okay, I can still do Skaters, apparently. I guess. I kind of feel like doing something else. Like, maybe play some Mahjong? I haven't done that in a while. That's not the right place, Yagami. I kinda want to kill Nuvo Rich. I'm on low health, but still. Hey. Hey, you. I wanna fight you. I'll heal first, though. Hey, you, let's fight! Yagami, come on! You didn't face the right way. Shit. Yeah, these guys ain't so tough. Haha, no problem. 50,000 yen. Oh, you have the item that I want. Thank you. That is a gun, I think. May I have those? Oh, fuck. Definitely not. Wait, where's gun? You have gun. Now you don't. I want this alpha. Hell yeah. crossing his arms? Are you gonna fight or what? Nice. Oh shit! This guy's the hammer! Let's fucking go. Yes, 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 yes! Oh shit! Cool! Can I use it more than once? Oh fuck, I fucked up. I fucked up so bad. I couldn't decide which thing I wanted to do. I just flail around. Just use something at me. I mean, you know, as long as you have the heat for it. This one! Right! I was like, I'm pretty sure the hammer things you only do on snake style. I hope that kills. That'd be so good if it did. Oh, it didn't do that much damage, really. Nice! These guys are fun to fight, and they're actually a little bit of a challenge too, which is nice. I want to play Mahjong. Alright, so where's this Vista Mahjong? Let's see. Win 5, win 10. Let's versus all tables. Alright, intermediates. Let's do advanced. No, I don't need that shit. I always kind of wonder. Hey, Yakumon, you get like a unique animation?
お手合わせお願いするわね。
よろしく頼む。
24577 113.
終わったら会社戻らないと。
Okay. Not really getting anything good. I'll do this. Okay, that's getting somewhere, I think.
リーチ
God. I don't think I'm gonna get anything good. Damn, sure is a good thing I didn't play that white dragon. Alright, this looks like it might be halfway decent.
麻雀って頭使うわよね。
Doesn't matter which one.
リーチ
Come on. We got 7. I mean, surely someone is gonna play a 7, right? Ah, Tsumo!
ツモよし
あら、おめでとう。
リーチツモタンヤオドラ2漫談
Hell yeah! Ah, 2 red dragons. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. Yeah, ooh. This is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good.
ボン
Yes, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just need a 3 or a 6. Sumo!
ツモ絶好調だ
Ha, get fucked.
少しはできる。
風杯逆杯ドラ1
245, 7899.
強気だな、構造。
Come on. Come on.
よーし。
なんだよ
Nandayo. I'm still winning. Ha, still won. Get fucked. Very nice. Doing pretty much anything will earn you SP. That is true. Look at this dude in a freaking top hat. Huh? Must place first 3 times at either one of the other tables. Okay. That's good, because I think in the previous game you had to win 3 times, or like, you might have even had to win 5 times at every other table. It's kind of ridiculous. No, I don't want to do that. Not this time. Maybe another time.
では始めましょう。
俺より強い人はいますかね。
Okay. Come on.
麻雀に流れなんてないよ。
Want this 3? I guess so. Do I though? Thinking about this. Yeah, why not? Whatever. Oh, now you give me a 2 just fuck with me? Whatever. Oh, fuck you! Fucking damn it, dude. Recover straight. Fuck off. Hmm.
無礼な真似はよしてください。
Enough of your insolence. That's how I feel, I guess. Oh, whatever. I don't know that I'm gonna win this one. Let's see here.
Boom.
I don't think I'm gonna be getting too much green dragon
Gee.
or any. Maybe just
お
one
静
is
かに
great though.
勝負の途中です。 G.
Ah, yeah, I'll go for it. I'll go for it. So now I don't think I'm gonna get this. Probably isn't gonna work. Yeah. I shouldn't have gone for that. Three, 5, 6, 6, 8, 9, 9. Hmm.
夜明けはまだ遠い。
Are you serious? Like, what is your fucking problem? do here? Can I do something really cool here? Maybe. To do that. Probably did want to do that. It doesn't matter. Oh man, we got no chance against this girl. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 9. Or do we have a chance? Maybe we do have a chance now. Probably not, though. We need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So we need 8, 1, and 2. And... man, this is going nowhere.
Boom.
Finally.
Come.
Of course I want a comb. Shit. Got close. Not close enough. 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Let's see. 3, 4, yeah. Try to hold on to this red 5, but it's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. It's not helping me at all. Yeah, at this point, I will cheat. There's no point in doing that. I guess I'll try go 1. I think it's gonna fucking happen. On? If I do that, then I would need a 2 or a 3. I guess there's better odds that way.
ポン
Shit. I'm in second, but that's not gonna be enough. Okay, this could be good, possibly. Okay.
Boom.
Come on. Give me something useful. Oh my god, I don't like that. I don't like that. Should I just do that at this point?
Boom. Boom.
Yes.
Boom. Come.
Come on. This is getting tense, dude.
Boom.
Yes! Hold on.
ツモ絶好調だ
That's so good. That got really tense, dude.
風杯
Because a lot of other people are also stealing.
トイトイ漫画
Is that enough to win? Probably. I don't know. Wait. No! Aww. So close. So close. Well, I have to stop streaming now, because I have to go help make dinner, but yeah, this was a pretty good stream. We got some stuff done. We did some side stories and stuff. I still want to do side content in this game. I want to still stream, this game, but I think I might stream some other things too, while I'm still doing this. So if I stream later tonight, I might just be streaming a different game. I will come back to this as well. So yeah, thank you everyone for coming. That'll be it for today, or for the stream at least, maybe not today. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!